And I just want to welcome you all for joining us on our first question and answer team Zoom call. And normally we would be in camp week right now at the University of Akron in the James A. Rhodes Arena facility. But unfortunately, due to COVID-19, we had to cancel all our camps this June. And so, like I said, normally we would have 100 young people running around our gymnasium and teaching them all about basketball and skill development, and you would get some great instruction from our student athletes. But in lieu of that, we wanted to at least invite the Akron community out to meet our team and to meet our student athletes and just get to know them a little bit, answer any questions that you young ballers might have about how do I get to be a college athlete? How do I get to be an Akron Zip? What does that look like? What does that take? And like I said, just really get to know our fantastic team because they are a special group. So just a little bit about our program. So like I said, I'm the head coach here. I've been at Akron. I just finished up my 12th year, and it's just a really special place. I was the assistant coach for 10 years and then was really fortunate to take over the program 2 years ago, and just really excited about what we're building here at Akron and what we have to look forward to in the future. So our team is made up of 13 young ladies. They're not really young, 18 to 22-year-olds, but it's a really special group, like I mentioned. 9 of them are from Ohio, and I won't, they're gonna introduce themselves here in a minute, but we have a large contingent of Ohio players, and recruiting Ohio is really, really important to us. So we've been able to do that fairly well over the last couple of years. So 9 Ohio players. We got 1 from Pennsylvania, we got 1 from West Virginia, and then this year we're going to welcome 2 international students that I'm really excited about. So we have 1 joining us from Ireland and then 1 joining us from Canada as well. And you'll get to meet all of them here shortly and ask them some amazing questions. So you'll also get to meet my awesome staff. I am fortunate to work with phenomenal people who are really, really great people first, and then exceptional coaches who know a heck of a lot about basketball and display that extremely well. So you'll get a chance to meet each one of them, and they will talk a little bit about what they do and their time here with our program. Another thing I was really excited about with our team, it's been a challenging last couple of months for us, not being able to be together, not being able to be in a gym and work on our skills, but they've done a really good job remotely of maintaining their level of fitness, communicating with each other, communicating with our staff, and just really taking care of academics and what's really important to them. So this past spring semester, our team had over a 3.5 GPA, and so they really kicked butt in the classroom under some really tough circumstances. And I'm sure, some of you that are joining us had to deal with a lot of online classes, the last couple weeks of school. And I'm sure you finished strong as well, but was really happy with just the effort that our student athletes put in the classroom to get that over that 3.5 GPA. Overall, we have a 3.3 GPA. So they really pride themselves in that. And a lot of them, you'll hear some of the majors that a lot of them have, and these are some really tough majors, and it's pretty special that they can play high-level Division I basketball and do the majors that they do and be successful both on and off the court. When I took over the program 2 years ago, it was really important to instill some core values, and I won't tell you all about our core values. We have 5 that we talk about a lot and that are shown throughout our program, but 2 that are probably my favorite is family, and we talk pretty much every day about family, and our players see that a lot throughout our facility. And so we talk a lot about being a great teammate and what that means, and being respectful of each other and all that. And so I can truly say that this group is very, very much connected and is truly a family. So if anything, if there's anything you learn from today's phone call, the best thing you can do is be a great teammate, and that will go a long way to being successful. My other favorite core value is gratitude, and we talk a lot about what gratitude means in our program, and the words please and thank you are huge. We also talk a lot about, leaving a place better than you found it. So that goes a long way. That goes, picking up, for yourself in the locker room. That goes, when you enter a facility, you want to, show your stuff on the court, and then make sure you clean up, your water bottles afterwards. So just, little things like that. I know when these individuals picked Akron, and they come in as freshmen, they want to leave the program better than they found it. And so they're striving to do that, and hopefully put up some banners here in the near future. And then also with gratitude, we talk a lot about honoring the assist. And that's something you can do both on and off the court. So when your teammates help you out and give you a great pass, pointing that finger at them and just acknowledging them, for helping you score that bucket. Or as well as maybe it might be off the court, they helped you study for an exam or helped you get through something. So, and just being thankful for that and having gratitude for your teammates. So we also have a couple more core values, but I won't bore you with all that stuff, but those are two of my favorites that are near and dear to our program. So again, I could talk forever. My staff knows about the University of Akron and our program and all that, but I really want you guys to meet our staff and to meet our team, and that is the purpose for this call. So with that, I will throw it over to my awesome staff, and you guys can get to know them, and and we will continue with the program. Okay. Who wants to go first? Coach Day?
Sure.
All right.
Well, hello, everyone. Glad to see some familiar faces on here. The main thing I just wanted to say was, well, first of all, I'm from the Cleveland area, went to Holy Name High School, and glad to be going into my third year with Coach Jackson on staff. And I think we're building something really great along with, everyone on this call. But the main thing I just wanted to say was we're really an open program when it comes to, you guys being around. So if you ever want to come to a game, if you ever want to see anything behind the scenes, you want to come to a practice just to see what that level is like and what it takes, to be at the college level, we would love to have you. So don't hesitate to reach out to any of us, and we'll definitely find a way to connect. But we want to help you grow your game, just as much as we can also.
Coach Briana? Coach Bree?
Hi. Hello. I am Coach Briana Sanders. This is my third year with Coach Jackson. Actually been here for 4 years, was with her a year before she got the head coaching job. So again, just happy and excited to still be here with her. And just echoing off of Dr. Day, Coach Day. Obviously, we hate the fact that we don't have camp, and we would love to see you guys right now. So if you guys can make it to a game, obviously just let any of us know, and we would absolutely love to have you at a game and see you guys and speak and all that good stuff.
Awesome. Coach Brooklyn?
I'm Coach Brooke. This was my third year overall at the University of Akron. Second year coaching. My first year I was the video coordinator. And I am from Greenville, Pennsylvania, home of Miss Weaver over there on our call. But just excited to see you guys and meet you virtually, and hopefully to meet you someday live. Thanks for joining.
Great. Candace, with your crew?
Hello, everybody. My name is Candace Smith, and I am the Director of Operations here at Akron. I'm actually going into my 13th year So really glad to have you guys join us on the call. Hopefully you guys have some good questions. And just to continue in regards to, obviously we'd love to have you guys and see you this summer. But since we can't, when games start, come on out to some games, your teams as well. Tell your kids we have rates for teams, and we would love to see you guys cheering us on behind the bench at a game.
Awesome. Damian.
My name is Damian Mcdonald. I am the video coordinator for the team, and I'm originally from Miami, Florida, with the school at the University of North Florida in Jacksonville. Awesome place. It's very relaxing. I definitely appreciate the opportunity that Coach Jackson and the staff has given me to excel at the talents that was blessed upon me. So a lot of the stuff I do deals with social media, taking pictures and doing creative videos and other creative content, stuff like that. And so that's a real treat. And so I'm definitely appreciative of just being here and look forward to seeing you guys in the future at some point.
Awesome. Yeah, Damian would be taking lots of pictures of you guys at camp for social. So that is our staff. And like I said, just a tremendous group of people that are just selfless and really willing to help in any way possible. So we're disappointed that you're not able to interact with them, this week, but hopefully in the near future. So now the most important people on this call, which is our players, you get a chance, to meet them, to ask them some questions, and I'm just excited for you guys to meet this year's team. This is really the first time that we've had a lot of Zoom calls, as a group, but this is really the first time that we are presenting the 2020-2021 Akron women's basketball team. So I will throw it over to our lone senior this year. And Jordan, why don't you tell the group a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Jordan, but I go by JD. I'm a senior. I'm from West Virginia, and my major is sports management.
And what number are you, Jordan, JD?
25.
Any reason why 25?
Yeah, my older brother was 25.
Nice. And then what's one cool fact or interesting fact about you?
I have a twin.
Good. All right, Kendall.
Hi, I'm Kendall Miller. I'm going to be a junior this year. I wear number 1 on the court. My major is education. So I'm going to be a high school math teacher in the future. And my fun fact, I'm also from Akron. I'm from Akron. My high school is like 5 minutes down the street. And my fun fact kind of ties in with that. I went to LeBron's high school.
Very cool. Good. Gabby.
Hi, I'm Gabby Brown Mitchell. I'm number 20. I'm from Solon, Ohio. My major is exercise science, pre-med, and I wear number 20. A fun fact about me is I taught myself how to juggle.
Nice. All right, Colleen.
All right, hi guys, I'm Colleen. I'm a junior. My major is public relations, so basically I just want to work with people one day and be involved in whatever, I don't really know yet. I live in Rocky River, Ohio, so it's like 15 minutes away from downtown Cleveland. I wear number 33, and a fun fact about myself is that I can talk with my mouth closed.
Can we see?
Sure. All right, but you gotta know what I'm saying first. So if someone, I can say like "Go Zips" or something. So I'll try that. Okay, you ready? Wait, maybe should I say something else? All right, I'll try "Go Zips." I'm good at one phrase, but it's kind of weird, so I won't say it. All right. Go Zips.
That's my junior right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You just made my day, bro.
All right. Guys, she's a much better basketball player than that. All right. Molly, right next to her.
Hi everyone, I'm Molly. I'm her sister. Yeah. I'm gonna be a sophomore. My major is education or early childhood education. So I want to work with kids. And I wear number 21, for no specific reason, but and then a fun fact about me was I was on my school's first team to make it to the state championship for volleyball.
Yeah. Great. All right, Lanasia, Lo.
Hi, I'm Lo. I wear number 13. From Akron. Fun fact about me is I'm the youngest child, and yeah.
What's your major?
Sports management.
Cool. Lane.
Hi, I'm Lane. I'm from Franklin, Ohio. I'm a redshirt freshman, and my major is education. I wear number 30 for no reason. I just picked it in high school and stuck with it. And then I don't really have a fun fact, but my favorite color is yellow.
Good one. Emma.
Hi, everybody. My name is Emma. I am a redshirt freshman, which is weird to say. I'm going to be wearing number 3 this year, so I'm super excited. I've had that number since grade school, so it's important to me. My major is marketing, and a fun fact about me is that I play golf. Did you get any of that?
Yeah, we got it. Good.
Okay, sweet.
All right, Rach.
My name is Rachel. I wear number 14. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm in business and administration. And my fun fact, not really fun fact, but I'm going to do my favorite food is raviolis.
All right, now you get to meet our newbies, so our incoming. So Alana, you're up.
Hi, my name is Alana. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm a freshman. I'm going to be wearing number 2. My major is exercise science, and I don't really have a fun fact, but one of my favorite things to do is shop.
Me too.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think you got a lot of shoppers on here. Nice. All right, Alexis.
Hi, I'm Alexis Stuart. I'm from Canada. I'm going to be wearing number 10. I've been wearing number 10 my whole life in every sport I've played, so I'm happy to get that for university. I'm currently undecided as my major goes, but I'm looking forward to getting down to Akron. Oh, fun fact about myself, I'm pretty good at drawing. So.
All right, Sive.
Hi everyone, my name is Sive. I'm going to be a freshman and I am going to be studying exercise science. I am from Ireland. I'm from like the west coast of Ireland. I actually play with Ireland. And fun fact about me is that when I was in my first year of secondary school, so like freshman year of high school, I won a national championship with my school.
Awesome. Very cool. And last but not least, Kate.
Hi everyone, my name is Kate. My major will be sales management, and I'll be wearing number 24. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and a fun fact about me is I enjoy playing tennis.
Awesome. All right. So that is our squad for this year. So, all right. I really don't have anything else scripted for you guys. I think we would love to open it up for questions for you young players, to maybe ask these guys anything you may want to ask related to how they got to where they are today, to what it's like to be a college athlete, anything that might help you guys, get to know them, or, I know y'all aspire to maybe be like them. So does anybody have any questions for the group? Oh, we got one in the chat. How do you mainly recruit? All right, I'm going to throw this one to our recruiting coordinator, Coach Day.
I had a feeling you were going to do that. Well, we love our local players. So I would say that we try to do a really good job of knowing, who's in the area, and then who's in Ohio in general. So through both high school and AAU programs, we try to see as many games as we can, and we'll track players from the time they're young, sometimes as young as 8th grade, and we'll watch them, as they continue to grow. And then we do go, Indiana, Pennsylvania, of course, especially Pittsburgh, and branch out a little bit, of course. Now Canada, we really want to recruit hard as well, and we love that we have our international flavor with Cy. But besides that, just really looking at some of those characteristics that Coach Jackson talked about early on, our core values. We have others that we look at. So of course we're looking at your talent, but also how you'll fit our program, and we try to recruit your process. Anything else you want to add?
No, that was great.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
How did y'all stay basketball ready from the COVID-19 for closing all the gyms?
Anybody want to take that?
I'll take it. Not gonna lie, it wasn't easy, given the circumstances. Like, a lot of us use the summer and the off season to separate ourselves from people on the team or opponents trying to get better. So it definitely was hard. We were used to lifting a lot of weights, a lot of heavy weights. That's what we emphasize in the off season. But this season, it's been a lot of body weight lunges, like push-ups, and a lot of core workouts. And that stuff's still really important. So in a way, it's going to benefit us because we got to work on the things that we probably don't work on as much in the off season. Finding courts and hoops was a challenge. Being a local kid, I had an advantage because I knew where some of like the parks were, like the hidden areas, the hidden courts. So my experience was a little bit different, but it was hard. It was definitely hard, but we figured it out, and now hopefully we'll be back soon.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, they've had to get very creative, with their workouts, and especially, when the weather was not so nice here for us in Northeast Ohio in late March and early April. But I think our group has done a really good job of maintaining their fitness and, just trying to keep that level. Us, we don't start officially back up till October. So, but you never really want to get out of shape. It's a lot harder to get back into shape, once you're out of it. So I think they've done a great job. We got some questions coming in the chat here. So here's one for you guys. How do you deal with school and basketball at the same time?
I'll take this one. I have a harder major because I'm studying pre-med because I want to be a doctor. So the class that I'm taking right now is organic chemistry. Even though basketball's not around, it's still hard to manage working out and doing that schoolwork and trying to get a schedule of when I want to do my schoolwork and when I'm going to work out. So I just make sure that I'm super organized. I have a planner and I write down all my homework, games, practice, anything that I have to do in my planner. I have a calendar in my room, and I have another calendar. So I have multiple calendars so I know what I'm going to do for that day. And I set time aside for specific things, when I'm going to do specific homework assignments, when I'm going to get extra workouts done. And for me, the best thing is just being very organized, because that helps a lot and it allows you to dedicate your time to specific areas and when you're going to do certain things. And then, of course, you're a student athlete first. So, you're a student first, then an athlete. So school is number one. So I always make sure I get my schoolwork done and then I get my workouts in, and just being able to find time. Your freshman year, it's pretty hard. I would have to say that was my biggest adjustment. But once you start to figure out how you handle all your different classes and then basketball and adjust to your new body tiredness, or however you want to describe it, then that's how you're able to determine when you can get in extra workouts. Oh, maybe I can get in the morning, maybe I can get one in at night, but it all depends on how you are as a person.
Great, Gabby. Anybody want to add to that? Anything? No? Okay. Another question. What type or how many scholarships do you give out a year? I'll take that. So we're allowed to have 15. We have 15 scholarships on our roster, 15 spots that we're able to give out, and we usually do not keep a full roster of 15. So I really like the number 13, and that's what we have right now. It's a great number, both for practice and for games. 15 is great for practice, but there's no way 15 people are going to be able to play in a game. It's just not that many minutes to go around. So I do like the number of 13. How many do we give out every year? Kind of varies, with graduation and all that. But I like to have, classes of 3 to 4 people. I think that's a good number. Now that isn't always the case. Sometimes you have to have a bigger size class. Sometimes you have to have a smaller size class. But in the perfect world, which again doesn't happen all the time, I like to have 3 to 4 people in each class. And I think these guys will probably agree with me. It's nice to come in with 3 or 4 people and just really go through college life with them, because that freshman year is not easy. There's a lot of ups and downs, in that first year. And so when you're going through it with multiple people, sometimes it can be a little bit easier, with all the stuff that you have to like Gabby mentioned, with time management, academics, and workouts and all that. So usually 3 to 4 each year. Anything else, Coach Day, with that?
Nope, I think that makes sense. And then if we do take walk-ons, which is occasional, that's just kind of a year-to-year thing. So occasionally we might have players on our team that are not on full scholarship but are still part of the team.
All right, another question. What's the difference from moving from high school to playing in college? Any players?
I'll answer it. People can add on, but so I mean, I bet a lot of you have always heard like there's always going to be someone, stronger, bigger, faster than you out there when you're playing any sport and just in life. But I think the biggest thing for me was just the speed of the game and how strong people were. Just because, high school is fast, and that's where I feel like a lot of people learn like, how to play basketball in general, and like you develop different skills. But when you get to college, you're expected to already know all of these things, and then the speed is just 10 times faster. So I would say the biggest thing going from high school into college was the speed of the game, as well as like different people's strengths. So, I mean, everyone gets a lot stronger too.
I'll add on. There's a shot clock. In high school, there's not a shot clock. So you get 30 seconds on both ends of the floor. And this year we just got a new rule. So when I think it's when you're taking the ball out of bounds, and if it goes out of bounds, the shot clock goes to 20 seconds instead of 30. So that's a whole 10 seconds off of the shot clock. And it's just something that you have to learn to be conscious of, because that could be a turnover for the other team. And also the length of the court is a lot bigger than high school court, wider and longer. Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, wait, that rule applies to the offensive rebound too, right? If you get offensive rebound, it goes back to 20.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I got it under control.
Look at you guys. Good job.
But to add on to what Gabby said, just also your attention to detail. So it's like your footwork, being able to finish both ways, just having a consistent mid-range, like that stuff matters, and it definitely makes a difference when you're trying to score on a lot bigger people or a lot stronger. So just paying attention to details.
Going off what Kendall said, paying attention to detail, scout. So the high school I went to, we had a scout, but it wasn't nearly as in-depth as it is in college. You have to know on specific plays how we're going to defend specific people and what people's tendencies are. So you have to know who you're guarding and how you're going to guard them. And also, you don't just have to know the person you're guarding, you have to know everyone on the floor. Like, you should be able to understand, oh, I know she's going to go right, and then she's going to cross and hesitate and go to the basket. That's another big thing.
Cammie has a question for you guys. You want to ask?
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead.
What are some of the best things about being a college athlete?
I got this.
Go Molly.
Okay, so I think one of the best things about being a college athlete is you have your sisters. You have like the people you go through everything with. I mean, like you're going through hard workouts, you're going through lifting, you're waking up early for early morning practices. Like you go through everything with a specific group of people, and it's like from going from college and going from high school, I mean, it's just like completely different. And like I love everyone on the team. I love the coaching staff. Like I love like just being around the people. So I think like that's probably my favorite part of it is like I'm not going somewhere and then like hating everyone. Like it's like I'm going somewhere and I'm actually, I'm actually having fun. I'm with the people who I love. I'm with the people who know me the best. So I think that's my favorite part about it.
It's just a bond like no other. You see each other at like your lowest moments. You see each other, at your peaks, and you just rock with each other through that roller coaster. And it's just a bond like no other.
All right, another one for the players. What is it about Akron that made this college your final decision to go to? Any incomers want to take this because you guys are the most recent to making this decision?
I was gonna say like because I'm moving like so far away from home that when I visited Akron, like one of the things that hit me that was so different to like any other school was just like the relationships that players and coaches have. Just being able to like say anything and communicate with them. That was something that like would really made me want to go to that school. And
Yeah, I like to add on, like for me too, like coming from Canada and stuff, like when I would go to tournaments in the States, I'd notice that like American girls play different basketball than like we're taught in Canada. And like all the core values that like this team has kind of represented like what we have in Canada. And so it just kind of felt like home. Like it was a huge like positive note on like the school and stuff. And I felt like that was the best decision for me.
I'll add that it was really important for me to pick a school that I could also get a really good education in. So having an exercise science major and wanting to eventually go into the medical field, I knew that it was important for me to pick a school like Akron where I could do that and play basketball.
Awesome. Let's see. What are the best ways to get your name out there? Anything from you guys, players? How'd you get your name out there?
I played on an AAU team called All Ohio, which is in the EYBL circuit with some of the top guards in the country. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little scary at first. But basically that, and my high school team, I played with some of the best girls in the state. And having that high team and playing that AAU team definitely got my name out there because there were a lot of different coaches coming to watch my teammates. So that means that if they're coming to watch your teammates, that they're coming to watch the whole team and they're coming out to watch you too. And also I made a highlight tape and I posted on YouTube or something, I think.
To add on to that too, I think going to the elite camps really helps. Like going to different colleges camps, because they might not know who you are when you're going in, but they might really be interested in you when you're walking out. So
yeah, that's great, guys. And from a coaching perspective, especially a head coaching perspective, I love the highlight tape. Okay, so the highlight tape is really good to send for me to get interested in you. And then I usually, if I like the highlight tape, I usually follow up with a full game tape. So I want to see you play defense. I want to see you try to rebound, try to box out, all that stuff. I just don't want to see you scoring buckets on buckets on buckets. So that's usually the way that we recruit from a general perspective. And then if you're good, like this staff is going to find you. And we really try to do our due diligence with that, as Coach Day said, especially, the local talent within the area. What should we start working on now that I'm in 8th grade? How about Coach Brooke or Coach Bree? Any?
I always say be uncomfortable. So like if you're just doing ball handling drills and you're not messing up or you're not doing something different, then you're probably doing something wrong. So just always strive to do something outside the box.
For me, I would just say play as much as you can. Don't be afraid to go outside and play, outdoors on your local court with, kids around your neighborhood. Watch a whole bunch of WNBA games, watch college games. Just always be a sponge and just love and enjoy the game.
Yeah, that's great. I feel sometimes players don't play enough. Everybody does a lot of skill development, but go play games. I know that's very difficult right now in the climate that we're in, during the pandemic. But once you're allowed to, go play 3-on-3, go play 5-on-5, go play against guys. I know I did that growing up, and that was really beneficial, for me to play against guys that were bigger, stronger, and faster.
I see we got a little Hooper Rachel out there on the outdoor course right now, so keep doing that.
Yeah. All right. What happens if you have class at the same time as practice? Anybody?
Student athletes.
Okay, I mean, I wouldn't let somebody else answer, but usually you don't schedule class during practice.
That's like no.
Big no, number one. But in that case that it happens, we might have morning practice at 6 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, we do that sometimes. And then I would say a majority of the time, if there is a class conflict, these guys are going to class. They're never going to, miss class, for practice. So that is the priority. And we try to schedule around it. Although, once they get into some of these tough majors that we talked about, they'll have labs and clinicals and whatnot, and sometimes even an education class that will get in the way. But normally that happens during their junior and senior year. So I'm okay with them maybe missing, a half hour practice or, coming late. And hopefully by then we've done our job, and the juniors and seniors kind of know what's going on. And a lot of times they may come in, prior to that, maybe in the morning, and get some extra shots up or do some film study with the coach, or maybe stay late, if they're coming late from class. So we try to really balance that. What is your off season like? What's our off season like, non-COVID? How about that? Anybody?
We have to answer because they haven't gotten that far. But our off season, we usually do skill development, a lot of skill development of what we need to work on from this season. And we are still lifting, I think, 4 times a week. And I think we have skill development 2 or 3 times a week, something like that. So it's much cut back, but we're still continuing to work.
Yeah, we try to give them about 3 weeks off from our last game. And basketball is very much a very long season. So I think it's important for them to get some time, after that final game. And then we will regroup, and the off season is very much like Gabby said about skill development. Our program is really big on that, developing them in the off season, as well as, actually, really getting stronger in the off season as well. So we pound the weights in the off season, like Gabby said, 4 times a week. We kind of cut back on conditioning in the off season, and then we try to ramp it up a little bit more in what we call the preseason. So, and then once we're in season, we're only lifting about 2 times a week, and it's very much a maintenance program just to keep their level of muscle on them throughout the season. Okay. This is good. What's your most favorite thing about playing basketball?
I think that we get to be with the people that we love, like truly love, because we're a family. But then also you get to play the sport that you love, and it just really just is great. I love the competition. I've always been competitive ever since I was little, so I like that aspect of the game. But I also like working with other people. I think it's great, and then you develop good relationships with other people for a sport you love. So.
Any other questions? Oh, here's another. Oh, another one from Tammy. Do you have a favorite basketball player? And if you do, why are they your favorite? Good question.
I'll go first. My favorite player is LeBron. I just, being an Akron kid, I just feel like my opinion's a little biased, but he's done a lot for the city. He does a lot for his community. He does a lot for the younger generations. He's just a great, public figure. So just to be able to look up to not like a man like that, but just like an athlete, like he just excels in so many categories. So that's my favorite, Bron.
Anybody else? Any non-LeBron?
I'll go. My favorite is Luke Kennard, which is also kind of biased because I went to the same high school as he did. But just like growing up and watching how like hard he worked to get to the level he's at now, which is kind of cool, and like to realize that a kid from such a small town can do that is why he's one of my favorite basketball players.
Ooh. All right. Are you planning to go to the Wnba? Anybody?
I would like to, but if I don't, then I would just want to play overseas.
Same.
Yeah, great question. So we've been fortunate. We've had a few players that have gone and played professionally overseas. And we also had one player who's the all-time leading scorer here at Akron, Emma's sister, Rachel Tecca. She received a training camp contract with the Washington Mystics. So she was able to experience, some WNBA training camp, which was really cool for her. She was able to spend a couple weeks in downtown Washington, D.C. and work out with that team. And then she eventually got cut, but what a really cool experience. And then went over and played in Iceland. So we've had players go play in Iceland. We've had players in Sweden, Poland, Bulgaria. We have a player currently who started off in Bulgaria and then worked her way up, and now she's a pro in Australia. And what a cool experience for her continuing to play. Her name's Anita Brown. She was a first team all-conference player for us. And then one of our graduate assistants, Carrie Guyton, played in Morocco. And then we just recently signed one of our seniors. She's going to play in Switzerland. So she just signed a pro contract to play in Switzerland. So she'll be leaving in early September to go over there. So very, very cool experiences for these young ladies. What were your thoughts the first time you got in for a college game? Ooh. Anybody remember that?
They are fast. They are moving.
They're big too.
Yeah, big and fast. Well, not all of them, but big and some fast people.
Yeah. I remember my first game though, and it's kind of weird because I had this conversation with Candace my freshman year, and she was like, "I want to talk to you like after you play your first game." And at the time, I didn't really understand it because I was like, it's just another basketball game. Because I don't really get nervous, and that's like I was just in the most humble way possible. I don't really get nervous because I feel like you're prepared. You know what I'm saying? We've been prepared by the coaches. Like there's nothing to be nervous about. But the lights were definitely really bright. that game. And it's just, you look up in the stands, and first person I'm searching for is like my mom, but no, the lights are bright. And it's kind of, it was a surreal moment for sure, because you put a lot of work in, a lot of work that a lot of people don't see. So to see it all come together is definitely a cool experience.
Cool. What was the hardest team to play against?
The MAC is a great league, so every game is going to be a battle. So I don't know if there's going to be a hardest game. It's just situational, depending on the situation. So when you're going up against great teams, it's always going to be a battle every single night, every time you step on the floor. So I wouldn't give one specific team like the hardest, but it's a battle every single night. That's what I can say for sure.
Mm-hmm. Anybody? Hardest team you've ever played against?
For us this year, I thought it was Michigan. I think that was.
I was waiting for somebody to say that.
That was a really fun game to just be a part of.
Yeah, we were hooping. Fun game.
Yeah. So, for those of you that are on the call now, we had the opportunity to bring the University of Michigan to our arena and host them in an early game, our non-schedule. And that was really cool. They have an All-American post player who's phenomenal, and then some obviously really other good players. And we took them down to the wire. We were leading going into the fourth quarter. But yeah, just a really cool experience, and it was a fun game, fun atmosphere. So hopefully we can bring some more quality opponents like that, to the JAR in the future. Let's see.
What's your favorite food to eat? Say it again.
Yeah, go ahead. They may not have heard you.
What's your favorite food to eat?
Ice cream.
That's not a food, silly goose.
I eat it every day. Can't tell me otherwise.
I'd probably say my favorite food's pizza.
Yeah, pizza for me.
The homemade one.
Can't go wrong with pizza, right? Okay. Any other questions? Candace, they did a good job. I don't know, do we need any other ones that we?
They did a really good job. I mean, we have a few more minutes. Let's see what we have. Okay, here's the question. All right. Knowing what you know now, if you could go back and tell your 10-year-old something, what would you tell him?
Can you repeat that?
Yep. Knowing what you know now, like about where you are in your career and how things have gone over time. If you could go back and tell your 10-year-old self something, what would you tell him?
What would you tell your old self something?
Listen to your coaches.
What'd you say? What's that, Lo?
Listen to your coaches coming up. Like, listen to all your coaches coming up. Listen to what they're telling you, because 9 times out of 10, it's the right stuff.
That you will get things on your own time, because you see other people getting other things like scholarships, whatever it might be. You're gonna get it on your own time, and when you are ready for it at that point. So don't feel bad because you're not in the same shoes as somebody else.
Mine would be that the little things matter. Boxing out, rebounding, playing defense. Defense will get you a long way. Defense will get you on the floor. I don't want to say a lot faster than buckets, because you know what I'm saying, because buckets matter, but playing defense will get you out there too. So just even if you're not like a big scorer or super aggressive, like there are things that you can do to impact the game.
Those are great answers, you three. Really good.
Okay. How about here? You want to ask this one? Go ahead.
This one?
Yeah.
Number 12. What are some things you like to do for your free time?
I like to hang out with my teammates. A couple local ones are here. You know, Lanesia I see a lot, but I like to hang out with my teammates. They're pretty cool people.
We like to paint together sometimes, so we'll get together and paint.
I suck at painting. I'm not painting nothing.
Okay, maybe not you. Maybe the other people we hang out with.
I cannot paint, draw, nothing, none of that.
Anybody else? Melissa, you want me to keep going?
I'm muted. Sorry. Let's do one more.
Okay.
Camille, you're muted. Sorry.
She's deciding which question she wants to ask. Sorry.
What's your favorite color?
Go ahead.
What's your favorite color?
All right, everybody's got to answer this one. Then we're out.
Lane already told us what hers is.
Mine's green.
Pink.
Green. Pink.
Mine's
Blue.
Blue.
Blue. Pink.
Cool.
Great. All right, very cool. Okay. Well, I think that's it. You guys did a great job in asking some questions. I thought our players did a great job and staff answering them. Hopefully this was informative for you guys. Like we said, we would love for you all to come out and see us in action at a game or a practice, or just stop by the office whenever. So very much, like Coach Day said, an open program, and we'd love to share. So Candace, do we have the info of everybody that is on the call? The young
let me see.
Maybe Brooke.
I do not. I know a couple of them, but I do not have. Yeah, I don't have Layla's.
I can check the emails that I got.
Okay.
Okay. And if you guys don't mind, maybe just putting your email in the chat, just so we can get you on our newsletter list and also some fun stuff. So we appreciate you spending an hour of your time with us and connecting with Akron women's basketball. So. Anything else? Nope. All right. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Again, we appreciate it, and we hope to see you out this season and cheer these girls on, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.